amazing people! Welcome back to another episode of Dean and Gertie Explore the World.
We are the Grants, a family of four, living, traveling, and exploring full-time in our RV.
In this week's episode, we journey to Lincoln's New Salem in Petersburg, Illinois, where Abraham Lincoln spent 6 years of his early adulthood, and it's pretty amazing, and I think you'll have a good time. So, let's go check it out. Welcome back, everybody. We are the Grants. We are Dean and Gertie Explore the World. I am Jeff, and this is my amazing, lovely, talented, beautiful wife, Monica, and the stars of the show, Mr.
Dean and Gertie Explore the World. Me!
Who? What's your name?
Dean!
Dean. And?
Gertie!
Gertie. It's Gertie and Dean from Dean and Gertie Explore the World, and this week we visited Lincoln's New Salem in Petersburg, Illinois. If you're unfamiliar with Lincoln's New Salem, it's a pretty cool spot. It is a recreation of a historic town that Lincoln spent
Most of his
6
early
years.
adulthood.
6 years of his adulthood.
It was actually not considered a town, it was more of a village. The county seat was right by there was Petersburg, and New Salem is about 8 minutes away. So it was just a small village that he came upon as he was floating goods down the Mississippi. And he fell in love with the town, came back, and never had a house there. Lived as a boarder and worked in different shops. He tried his hand at owning a shop, and that's where he became really interested in the law and decided to go to Springfield, was traveling back and forth, and Springfield became his home, and then the history started from there. But it was really cool to see where he kind of started out adulthood. I think Jeff and I can both say that, your first parts of getting out on your own and forging your way in the world really define you, and it was cool to see this quaint little town that he called home for a short period of time, 6 years.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. They had a really nice museum that was set up that told a little bit about the history of the town, how they came upon the maps and the things that they had to use to recreate the houses. I believe there's 22 or 23 houses that are on the property that they rebuilt. There's only one. Is it one?
One that survived the whole century.
Yep.
One house that is original to the area that survived, and so they do recreations of what it was like to live there, and so there are various events that happen throughout the year, and it was pretty cool for us. We happened upon it on the weekend when there was a bluegrass festival, which was really fun for us. There was a lot of musicians, and there was people quilting and showing us how they dyed yarns, and
Very cool.
and yeah, so it was a lot of fun. We visited the schoolhouse and several others.
Did you know that the schoolhouse had actually allowed to let kids actually bring guns to school? Because it was really early in the day till very late in the night. So if you walked home and there was dangerous animals outside, they let you bring a gun to school so you could scare them off and shoot something if it was going to get you.
That's
Protect
crazy.
themselves.
Yeah,
Also-
protect themselves.
Also, there was different grades in that school. So there was 5-year-olds with 15-year-olds in that school.
Yeah. Everybody had to go to school in the same house, and we were able to visit that old schoolhouse that they had there. And Dean and Gertie got to talk to a teacher that was giving some education about what life was like in that school and what kids might have gone through. And so, yeah, that was one of the places that we saw. It was pretty cool. They have a little area where you can dress up in period garb so to speak. And Dean and Gertie got to dress up like they were colonial
Kids.
kids, I guess. So yeah, it was pretty fun. And so we did a little video, and we're gonna kind of show you what we saw and spend a day walking around Lincoln's New Salem. Hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
You guys should totally go there and explore there yourself. Don't just watch us go there. You go there. It's just in Illinois. It'll be really easy.
Right, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump over to Illinois.
Yeah, just
and,
run. Run with your feet.
Run with your feet right over to Illinois.
But
And go to
if you
Lincoln's
guys can enjoy us doing this and feel a part of it and feel like you're a part of this whole thing, where I hope you guys go down there and hit the like and subscribe, because that will help us make more videos which you guys like. And we have a mission for you guys.
A mission.
Yeah, you guys have to find the subscribe and like button and click on them both. That's your mission.
The mission is to find the like and subscribe button and click on them both.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like a good mission. How about we jump into this video? We show you guys a little bit about what we learned and what we saw at Lincoln's New Salem.
We're dyeing colors.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So sometimes we do cook when we have lots of nice coals there. Sometimes I'll have my Dutch oven, but not doing any cooking today. So you don't want to eat anything that I'm making there. So today we're making colors from a variety of colors. What we do is there are plant materials that we use. Sometimes we use bark or sawdust or seeds or roots or flower tops. So there's a variety of things that we get dye stuff from. So today we're going to be using madder root, which is something that they use very commonly. It was something that could grow around here, but they also could purchase it in the stores. So what we do is we take white yarn, and this has been pre-treated with a metal salt so it stays dye fast, so the stuff doesn't wash out or fade out. Yeah. But it starts out white or one of these other colors. And then we'll chop up, like this is madder root. So they chopped up the root, and we're going to put it in hot water. And then we're going to put the wool in the hot water, and it will take up the dye. So that's the color this is going to be.
This is Henry Onstott house. He was a cooper, so he made all kinds of wooden containers of every kind, buckets and butter churns and even coffins, all that. If it was a container made out of wood, he could make it. And so that's what that building is next door, was the cooper shop.
one. So school would have been from sun up to sundown. So really early in the morning until when the sun was down late in the day. So you probably then would have had a pretty long walk. And back then, you were with all of your friends, every age group. So you might have had, 5-year-olds all the way up to 16-year-olds all in the same room.
So did you put the oldest ones in the back? Or?
They could have started that way. So the older ones would have also been used as teachers to help out the younger ones. So the master or the teacher would set out a lesson.
Two, three, four. Left, right, left, right. Okay, start right here. Try left, right, left, right.
That's a cool shirt. I need to get one of those.
Got it at Branson.
One here.
Titanic Museum.
Then one here. One here.
I don't think I went to the Titanic Museum last time we were in Branson.
It was worth it.
Here, it's first part of
Joy to the World.
Joy to the World.
This is the Hammer Dulcimer. I was.
Hey, that.
There
See the black marks? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then come over here and do 1, 2, 3, 4. How's that? Okay.
Good job.
You know what you played? See if it's a song anybody will recognize.
Christmas
You know that one?
Joy to the World.
It's Joy to the World. See, you learn the first part of a song. Want to try it again? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect.
Good job.
You got it. You got it. Now you know how to play a hammer dulcimer.
That's
You
cool.
want to try it?
right, welcome back. Again, Jeff, Monica, Dean, and Gertie from Dean and Gertie Explore the World. You knew that because you were watching the video with us.
Yes.
What did you guys think of Lincoln's New Salem? Did you think it was as cool as we thought it was? I mean, there was a lot of history that we learned there, and the way of life back then was, I mean, crazy hard. It was crazy hard. You had to work really hard back then. You had to. Everybody had to use their hands and tools, and it wasn't like today where
they even had to build the toilet.
They even had to build a double toilet. Did you? Yeah, which you guys got to test out. That was awesome.
And plus, nobody built their house for them. They chopped down trees. Did you know that they used corn on the cob to wipe their booty cheeks?
They used corn on the cobs to wipe their booties?
Yes.
Ouch. That's all. That's the biggest thing that you took away from Lincoln's New Salem. All of that history and all those amazing places, and the only thing that they learned was that you had to use a corn cob to wipe your bum. That's awesome. Cheers to us. We're good parents.
Yay. We win.
Okay, so, one of my favorite things that I thought that I really enjoyed there was the fact that we stumbled upon a bluegrass festival. I mean, I love music in general, but being able to see all of those people and all those instruments and out there and enjoying it, along with all the interpretive people that were all dressed up and having a good time, I thought we, per happen chance, I guess, stumbled on something pretty awesome that weekend, and it just made our visit there so much more awesome than it already was. A little bit nostalgic for me. I had visited that place several times when I was younger, grade school field trips and things like that. So when we were cruising back through Illinois visiting family and we happened to see that place, I told Monica I thought it would be fun to go visit, and I feel like I was right. I think the kids had a good time, and we learned a little bit about Abraham Lincoln and how they lived back then, and it was a rough life, wasn't it? Do you think you could have handled it back then?
No, maybe. I would have gave up.
You would have gave up?
Wait, remember that horse?
What about the horse?
The horse gave Dean a present.
The horse gave Dean a present?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we'll show that in the blooper reel or afterwards. But Dean...
the horse gave me some apples. And they were not the good kind.
Right. Again, historic moments of Lincoln's New Salem, and we picked up two great moments.
Yes.
What was the absolute coolest thing that you saw there? Was it the museum, the blacksmith, the girls that were making their own yarn and dyeing it? What would you like?
It was actually the school. I thought it was really cool. How people, the older grades that already listened to what they learned already could still answer the questions and help the little students out.
Well, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
but
I liked the moment when they were quoting the quotes. It was pretty cool. Yeah, and I also liked. Well,
Dean had to churn some butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard. Imagine having to make your own butter. Now we get to go to the store and we just buy butter. We pay $4 for some butter, and we walk away. They had to spend
500 hours.
How many? She said sometimes 8 to 12 hours churning the butter churn like you did. Your arms would have been jello after the day.
Yeah, you wouldn't get to pick up water. It would be like this.
Remember, you had to go crank the water.
Yeah,
if you churned butter for 12 hours and then you had to go crank water because you were thirsty, oh my gosh. And then you had to go to the bathroom and you had to use a corn cob. The worst day ever. Worst day ever, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody had to use a corn cob. I would have just used my own hand if I had to use corn on the cob. But then you just use your own hand at that point. There's no turning back now.
There's no turning back.
Just use a leaf.
Okay, so on to another topic.
Right.
I thought that the immersive aspect of the park was my favorite. The fact that you get to actually walk around and really see, firsthand what life was like. You get to walk up to the door of some of the houses to see, what the stores and stuff would have been like. The doctor's office was very interesting to walk through, and the other different houses that you got to walk in where the actual people were standing there to answer questions. It really allows you to step back into time and take that look at history and see firsthand what it would have been like, and the floors and the windows and just how small everything was. I think sometimes we get used to our life and the modern amenities that we have, and the thought process of what life was like back then gets lost on us. So it's nice to go back and revisit that and to learn that, and for these two to learn that they were lucky to be able to go to school. A lot of times, if they got to go to school, the parents had somebody else doing the work, and there were many times when the kids didn't get to go to school and didn't get to learn to read or write because they had to work on the farm. So that's a very interesting aspect to bring our kids to, as they, lounge around and get ready for summer. Some kids never had summer. Some kids started their work day very young.
There were no tablets. There were no phones. They didn't have the luxuries of electronics like our kids do today. They actually had to go out and work and be part of the productive family, or they didn't eat if they weren't part of the team. And I think that's a really great. It was really humbling to kind of catch that stuff and see how kind of related to how life has transformed from today. But some of the other things that I thought was pretty cool was that is the original like work from home scenario. When you look at everybody's stuff, and they had to, his printer was in his living room. The guy that did the blacksmith, his blacksmith shop was in his garage. So legitimately, that was the original work from home scenario, which was pretty cool. So, you think about it now, everybody has to do the 9 to 5 in the office grind, or at least that's what we're told and we're supposed to do. But it was really humbling to kind of go back in time and see, like, hey, to throw back, that was how things used to be. Everybody used to have to work from their house, and now we're kind of going back to that scenario where people are allowed to kind of work from home and do their own thing. And so that was pretty cool to kind of see how that's come full circle. And yeah, the places, it's not as upkept as it had been in the past.
Yeah.
State funding and things like that are kind of going down. But
the state actually does not fund Lincoln's New Salem.
That's
it's very
correct.
important to point that out to everyone out there. The state of Illinois gives zero, a big old nothing, to Lincoln's New Salem to continue to restore the property, to do some of the archaeological digs that are actually still on there. They're finding more houses, or to pay the volunteers that are there to walk you through. There's a campsite there. They don't do anything to upkeep that. So it's very important that we, as the community, keep that place alive.
Or visitors and donations.
It's important.
They do allow, obviously they take donations. They're always looking for people, historians, volunteers, and such, to kind of come in there and help them make it a full immersive experience for everybody. So, I welcome everybody to kind of check out their website. We'll put all the details to Lincoln's New Salem in the details of our post here. And we'll make sure that y'all have the ability to go back, and if you want to donate or check it out. They do have a virtual tour online too, so you can see some of the houses and learn a little bit about the people that lived in each of those houses and the things that they did, which is pretty cool. So if you can't actually make it to Lincoln's New Salem, like I already said, just hop on over there. May not be as easy for you, but they do have a pretty cool website that's got some interesting details about all of the houses and what they're doing there and what they're continuing to do there, or what the future includes for them there. So hopefully you enjoyed our video and learned a little bit about what you can expect to see at Lincoln's New Salem. What do you got to say, Dean, at a recap? What do you want to tell everybody?
Never stop exploring. And never stop dancing.
Never stop dancing.
Never stop dancing.
Check you in
as
the next
music
video,
comes by.
guys.
Yeah, so thank you for stopping by. Again, Jeff, Monica, Gertie, and Dean. Dean and Gertie Explore the World. Hit that subscribe button. We'd love to see you back for more later.
Yep. Bye. Never stop exploring.
There you go, sis. Uh-oh, Dean. Oh, man. He just gave you a little present.
That's